And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the T, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it. Hey, y'all. Bow, bow, bow. Ow, 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 ow. Don't mind me, y'all. I was listening to some Chives Up on the way. And baby, I was having me a good time getting ready today. And this is, I just gotta let the chorus right out because y'all know the highlights of the highlights is out right now. And they back with another show next month. So it's lit. I got my drink. You want it, we got it, you know. Come on now, let's go. Y'all don't mind me. Look, let me tell y'all how I be having real jam sessions up in here every time when it's time to get myself together, okay? Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. Oh, baby, look. Last week, I had to get out of here because I was heading to my party. I was headed to my celebration. I don't have to do that this week, so we get to spend some time, okay? I am so excited to be back, okay? If you were wondering what's on my playlist tonight, that was Cottage Grove by Chives Up. And I kid y'all not, I was trying to find a song. I was sitting there, I'm like, I need a song for tonight. And I already had that plan. So I was like, you know what? We gonna let it rock. We're gonna let it rock. Okay. My goodness. I want to shout out to all my listeners that are tuning in with me from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for all the shares. I get a lot of messages. It's just been a time. I love y'all so much. And I want to remind everyone, if you are a small business owner, you got a project coming out, you have an event that you want people to attend. If you're interested in advertising with me, I need y'all to hit me up. Hit me up, okay? And of course, shout out to all of my listeners that tune in with me with my radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? Make sure that you all follow all of the stations after tonight's show. If you're tuning in with our Facebook and YouTube Live, everyone that I've mentioned tonight will be hyperlinked, okay? So you go follow their page. I need all of my artists to get in tune, okay? I be trying to help y'all with getting the music played. I want y'all to get the music played and, really just get out there. These are 4 different cities that you can have. We need you in rotation, okay? So make sure that you are hitting them up. And of course, I have to shout out to my amazing sponsors, okay? Shout out to Live Long Health, Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? I want to remind you all that with my newest partner, Live Long Health, she is helping me get all slim and trim, okay? Okay, we just trying to unbig our backs around here, but Live Long Health has a plethora of services. Okay, they have an amazing amount of services outside of weight management to help you. Okay, and she's giving me a special code. Ooh, I know y'all like discounts. Okay. Use promo code Blueprint. Okay. If you reach out to them, you go on the website. If you talk to Diamond, shout out to my good sis. She'll be able to take care of you, okay, as far as that's concerned. What's up, favorite Gemini? She said, yes, cute, loving the hair and look. Thank you. I'm like, I was in the mood to switch it up. Y'all know my birthday was last week. I said, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time for a little bit of a different look, you know? I like to try new things, okay? I'm a big fan of trying new things, okay? Speaking of which, in light of my birthday being last week, I really, y'all know, I tell y'all with the show every week that one of producing the show is not a problem. Putting everything together is not a problem. I typically know what I want to talk about. I'm bringing you current events, but the topic is always something where I'm just like, I don't know what I want to talk about. What do I want to talk about? It's literally the last thing that I come up with. It's the very last thing. But I really wanted to talk today about major turning points. I think that we've all had them in our lifetime, and I'm very, very interested to know what are some of the major turning points that you had in your life. Okay. And we're going to talk about it later on. So I want y'all to stick around. I definitely want y'all to stick around. But first, I want to give you a quick word from Live Long Health. And then I think it's going to be a good time to jump into tonight's Hate It and Love It. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Welcome back. Now, first off, do y'all have y'all drinks? Because look, tonight's Hate It and Love It. Look, it's not gonna be bad. I want y'all to stick with me on this, but I've got something that I want to say. Okay, what's up? What's up, honey? How are you doing, honey? You like? Ow. Big purr. Okay, so look, I told you all last week, one of my love-its was that one of my really, really good friends, shout out to two of my good friends, shout out to Ebony, shout out to Greg. They had an amazing wedding and reception this weekend. And baby, we had a ball. Okay. We had a ball at the wedding. But you all know that afterwards we had to do our recap. And we talked about my girlfriend and I, we talked about a thing that comes up when it's a lot of important events. Okay. And when people are throwing events and they set out guidelines, okay, they set out, strict guidelines of, hey, I need you all to do this, whether if it's a dress code or there's a certain like procedure or different things that they need you to follow. There is a process that's in place that they want you to adhere to. Okay. And with my friends getting married, I mean, they had the attire, of course, was formal. We had to get dressed up. You had to come dressed to the nines. You needed a suit. You needed a dress. You needed your heels, your pearls. You were supposed to pull out your big kahunas at that point. And we talked about that theme, and it really it even reminded me of my own wedding, where it was just like, okay, it's like, well, we told y'all this. Why are y'all doing this? So my hated it this week has to be people that don't adhere to directions and they show up to your event. If the attire is formal, you need to be formally dressed. Yes. If someone has taken the time out to spell out exactly what that looks like, because this is the thing, what I had to learn and understand was your version of whatever, like cocktail hour, after 5, business casual, these different terms that you hear thrown around, you have to be specific. And I was cracking up because everybody doesn't follow directions. So naturally I was, I'm looking, I'm like, is this person, what are you dressed up for? And y'all know I don't put nobody on blast, but I didn't like that. I'm like, look, this is my friend's stuff. We need for you all to Dial in, read the invitation, and read the directions. Read the directions. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that is my hated it. If you don't follow directions, if somebody sends you an invitation for a themed event and you don't show up dressed like the theme, shame on you. If they give you dress attire and you don't dress appropriately, shame on you. But to add to that, because this was also something that came up with the hate it and love it tonight in reference to that, because naturally, everything was like, of course, real nostalgic. I mean, especially if you've been married, you go to a wedding. My other hated it has to be, if you are not genuinely happy for someone, don't show up. Don't show up. And Anthony, you messy as hell. Let me go ahead and call you out. You're messy. I'm not calling them out. I'm not going to call them out. But like I said, it made me think of my own ceremony where we had people, naturally you are paying for people to be there, to come and party with you, to come and celebrate with you. So if you RSVP, show up, but if you're going to show up in your right mind, body, and spirit. Don't come in with no funky ass energy. Okay. Don't come in with funky ass energy. And I stand on that. If you are going to attend someone's event and you're not happy for them, you're not happy for yourself, stay home. Decline. It's giving heavy on the decline. And I'll leave it there. But those are my lovers. People, if you show up to events and you are in a funky space, you're tainting the energy that's in that space. Stay your ass home. Moving along. Okay. So my love it. Okay. I told y'all that last week I had to leave out. I kind of did a short version of the show last Thursday. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time. But afterwards, my friends and I headed to the Renaissance to go and party. Okay. I mean, it's still tourist season. It's still my birthday as far as I'm concerned. It's my birthday all the way into Memorial Day. I know I'm ridiculous, but I don't really care. So shout out to Soul Selected DJs. Shout out to DJ MH Rock Kid, everybody that had us rocking that night. Okay. We had a good time. And it was really nice to come together. I was telling MH, I'm like, I don't even dance like that, but I was dancing like that. Okay. I had a really, really good time. And, it's always good to go and party in a safe space. Okay. A safe space. So I want y'all to be on the lookout because there's going to be some events coming up next month. Y'all know I told y'all I was going outside. I meant that 10,000%. So, we're going to be back there for another event. So just stay tuned. But my love it this week is definitely that I had an amazing time last week. It was great to celebrate my birthday, to just really chill out. I told you I started off at the spa. I'm literally trying to go back. I literally just found out today that they have a spa that's a beer spa where they you get all in beer, you can drink the beer, you can do all of that other stuff. And I'm not even a beer girl, but I'm interested. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But my second love it this week is definitely tomorrow. We're scrubbing the ground. Ladies, this is the real good information. But I'm excited. I'm going to go see Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla. Okay? Baby, when I tell you I've been shaking ass since last week and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. It's fun. It's getting hot outside. We've been cooped up all winter. All winter. So I'm excited to get out and go and have a good time. I'm hoping that she performs some of her new music, but I'm definitely hoping that she give us a little bit of Tina Snow. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm excited. So those are my hated and love is for the week. Okay, I have to go ahead. Y'all know I got to pay some bills, unfortunately. But when I come back, we have tonight's What Would You Do? Now, let me tell you all, this situation, I think that this guy is completely silly. But yeah. What's up? What's up, girl? Hi, Misha. She said, shake boots. Hey, yes, ma'am. We outside. We outside. Are you going tomorrow? Message me. I need you to personal message me at this particular time. Okay. But I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to hop into the What Would You Do? So we can talk about this silly dude. Because when I read the first couple lines, y'all going to be like, I'll be right.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Hey y'all, it's your girl MzMetchi checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Welcome back, everyone. So it is time to get into the What Would You Do? What's going on in the comments? What y'all talking about? Hey, boo. That's my boo. Yeah. Yeah. Had to give y'all a little note. Okay. This guy is he thinks that he's in a little dilemma. To me, it seems very simple, but I'll let you all be the determining group. We're a newly married couple, haven't moved in together yet. At my wife's place of residence, the knob to the tub broke at her place. The kids were home alone and they couldn't get the water to shut off. Her ex-husband of 10 years, whom she shares the 2 kids with, lives 5 minutes away, so she called him to help. She was at work and couldn't take off, and I was at work in another state, and I wouldn't be back home for a couple days. The ex-husband offers to fix the broken knob. My wife calls me and tells me about what happens and says, "You're not home." And she's going to allow him to come over and fix it. I lose my temper. This is something we should discuss first. You already have 2 kids with the guy. I think it's inappropriate. You're still allowing your ex-husband into our space. We could have called a plumber, waited for maintenance to come over, anything but use her ex. I'm really considering getting an annulment. Am I overreacting? I told her you're not acting as a wife should. You should have stayed married to him. What am I doing here? Whoa. Not what are you doing here? He said he want to go and get an annulment because the guy came and fixed the. Okay. Yeah, we fix these twins. In a club with my twin, we be vibing. It's giving Tony Braxton. It's giving Unbrave. Okay, that's what it's doing. But no, this is what would you do? Okay, look. This is a tricky situation. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I do agree. I don't know if I'm gonna be like if you my ex like that, I'm gonna be coming to your home like that. But I feel like that this was an emergency situation. And if he was able to go and fix it where you are not damaging your wife's home, the kids are safe and they're with someone that they trust and that they love and all of that other stuff, I don't really see that it's a big deal. I don't. It's like it's screaming what? Insecure. You want to get an annulment because he came to help? You would rather spend money than actually go and do that. And this is the thing. Even though she was married to him and they have the 2 kids, at the end of the day, if his kids are home there and it's a situation where it could mess up the property and do all of these different things, I mean, it would have been more of a shame if he didn't show up to help, right? Like maybe I'm crazy. Let me get into these comments. Kim said he's being petty as hell. Let that man fix the damn knob and stop crying. I'm going to be inclined to agree. Favorite Gemini, all he did was help around while you were gone. She told you, so he needs to get out of his feelings. Right. Because this is the thing. The reality of it is that she could have absolutely kept all of those details to herself. Y'all don't even live together yet. Are we taking people seriously that don't live at the house like that? Y'all tell me. I don't think that anything that she did was disrespectful. I love the fact that she actually looped him in, because realistically, it's like, if you don't live at my house, you can't govern what's at my house on any facet. I don't care. Like, I don't care what the status is. If there is a need and there's a legal way, a safe way for me to get it taken care of, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do that? She could have just gotten it done and not said anything. Like, oh, the knob. She could have actually gotten it fixed and lied if she wanted to, but she actually chose to tell the truth. So in this situation, he's asking, what should he do, and if he's overreacting. I think it's a little bit of you're overreacting at this point. I know personally, because I'll say this: I'm a mighty, mighty Taurus, and I'm very, very territorial. Very territorial. So I completely understand, like, not wanting someone that you would view as an outsider in your personal space. So I'm not trying to discount this man's feelings whatsoever, right? But I feel like that the part where it's an overreaction is the fact that this is an actual emergency. Okay. When you think about water damage, I mean, who here is a homeowner? Okay. When water is coming out of places or is overflowing and it's not stopping. I don't know about you all. All I see is dollar signs. Okay. All I see is dollar signs at that point. If water is sprouting out and I can't stop it, that's an emergency situation. Okay. And if there's someone that's 5 minutes down the street that's going to come and do it for me because we got these kids, I'm not going to have to come out of pocket or do any of that. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to take that option. I don't care how much money I have. I don't care how much money my husband has. I don't care. If there's an option that is feasible, this is somebody that I know. Okay. She had 2 kids by this man. They were married for 10 years. Okay. I think that they can go ahead and do that. He said, talk to you later. All right, talk to you later. Bye. See you later. Kim says she definitely did the right thing and Buddy is overreacting. Okay. I mean, favorite Gemini says she's a homeowner too. I think that you all know and understand with this situation, it's really not that serious. I don't think so. I don't think that he should get an annulment. I don't. But if you're not going to live with your wife, then get a handyman at least. Get someone that's local that can help out in times of need when you're not there or when you're traveling. He just said that he was traveling for work and he will be gone for a few days. So I think that this, what would you do, is really simple. What you should do is probably apologizing for losing it. Because he said that he also lost his cool. And I love the fact that she's like, hey, you're not here. I need help right now. I can't, this is not going to wait. So me personally, I think that this, what would you do, is pretty simple. I think that we're all in alignment. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. He is absolutely tripping. Why you got to do that? Why do you have to do that? An annulment? It's too early in the game to give up. Now, I would just want to know, with this situation, was there beef? Have her and, has him and the ex-husband had words? Have they fought? What's going on? This situation doesn't really make any sense. Doesn't really make any sense to me. And I mean, it's like he's gone, and then why y'all not living together yet? That's the real question. I don't know. It's giving real shady. But what I'm gonna do really quick, I'm gonna let y'all ponder on that, and then we're gonna come back to it. Okay. So make sure that you all drop some of those thoughts in the comments.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com.
Okay, we're back. Now, what would you do if you're just now tuning in? Because I see y'all trickling in. We have a newlywed couple that does not live together. The wife has a previous ex-husband whom she shares 2 children with. And her husband is away on business. She had a knob that broke in her tub. And because her ex-husband lived 5 minutes away, she allowed him to come to her place to fix the issue with the running water with the 2 kids that were at home alone. Okay. This is their father. The husband, the second husband, he wants potentially an annulment. He feels like, what is he here for? Because she allowed the ex-husband to come and provide assistance during a time of need. The overall consensus as far as with tonight's conversation is that this guy is overreacting. He's doing a little bit too much. And I couldn't agree more. It's not like she was even there. Okay. She was at work. She couldn't step away. She couldn't do it. It's just her. It's the 2 kids. In this, what would you do? What we have to remember, and I talk to y'all about this a lot. You have to find your security within your relationships. It's important because when you are feeling insecure or you're feeling some type of way, it will absolutely play out in your interactions, reactions, inactions with your loved ones if you are not like 100% dialed in as far as that's concerned. So I feel like that this dude is tripping. Now, it's not to negate his feelings, because if he feels like that it's a direct violation, because a lot of the times with men, people invalidate their emotions. So we don't want to do that. But I think that with certain situations, what you have to do is pull your ego and your pride out of the situation, right? Like, that guy was before you. They're clearly not together for a reason. People get divorced for reasons. They're not just leaving because it's like, oh yes, it's June 3rd, 6:59 p.m. Like, let's do it. No, they're not doing that. This is for a reason. But this is her 2 children's father. And naturally, if there's a need, he should have absolutely showed up. He did the right thing. She did the right thing by alerting him and letting him know. Because realistically, he doesn't even live with her. So that's her space. She can do what she needs to do to maintain for her and her 2 kids. I stand on that. But I think that she handled everything appropriately. I don't think that he should have spazzed out. But people like to act up a little bit. Dude, don't go and get an annulment. You have a wife that is effectively communicating with you and keeping you in the loop despite of your absence for whatever reason, right? For work, business, whatever reason y'all are not under the same roof, that's fine, right? But she still communicated with you and did not leave you in the dark. And I think that should account for something. It should absolutely account for something. So, dude, get a grip. It's okay. No one's trying to come and take your place. They've been there and did that already. See, I don't know. For me, I'm not worried about the past people. Okay. And this is the thing. Some people have very bitter divorces, right? Where it's just like they wouldn't even spit on you. They wouldn't even They would not put you out if you were on fire. Okay. They wouldn't do it. They just wouldn't do it. Some people are, it's bitter like that. It can get real nasty like that. So kudos to all of them for playing their parts. It just seems like that the husband really is not. What's up, Auntie Tracy? She said, "All snap. Hey, girl. How you doing, girl? What's up? You like it? Ew." Hey, Auntie Tracy, thank you so much for tuning in. So that was tonight's What Would You Do? That's my word on it. Guys, or this guy, he has to get a grip a little bit and just understand. Take your ego out of this situation and recognize that this was an emergency situation. And thank God that he was able to come and to help in a time of need. And that it wasn't anything petty. Because like I said, some people get divorced and it's just like this. Baby, you need help with what? They don't care if the kids is over there. They don't care if their damn grandma was over there. Okay? They don't care at all. They don't care. She said it's sexy on you. You crazy, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. So look, I want to go ahead before we hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Thank y'all, everyone that joined in on the conversation for tonight's What Would You Do? We're going to have a quick word from our sponsor, and then it's going to be time to jump in because it's a few things that's going on that I feel like everybody needs to be hip to. So we'll be right back. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back. So, okay, it's a few things happening in the streets. And I'm getting everything pulled up. But look, I got some stories. We're going to take a little bit of a ride today. So let's hop in, okay? Now, I don't know how many of you all have been to Vegas, but they ended up announcing that the Mirage Casino and Hotel Resort, whatever you want to call it, okay, it's been around for a long time. They are closing up shop, okay? They used to have all the people performing there and doing everything, and y'all, they are closing their doors. Let me tell you, right now, if you are in property management like me, there are a lot of transitions going on. There are a lot of people that are closing their doors. They can't afford to keep the doors open, okay? They literally can't afford it. So, I mean, when you look at a staple hotel resort and they're closing up like that, that's been around for as long as they have. And I had a chance. I didn't stay there when I went to Vegas, but I walked past and I mean, they keep their grounds so beautiful. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, who they got performing tonight? It wasn't anyone I was interested in, but I know that there were select people that of course were excited. So it's always sad to hear about staple places that are closing. But so if you got some points or whatever the case is with them, you better go and use it. Okay. It's an emergency. It's an emergency like that water. I don't know what would you do. Now look, it's been a lot of people circling the block as far as with like old mates. And I was really, really saddened to hear today that seems like they're reporting out in the news that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, they are headed for splits. And look, I'm only reporting on it because it's just like, we've seen all of these couples. I literally had just seen a Facebook post where it was like, all of these people are getting back together. that were together back in the day and they're coming back together. I was a little bit, a little bit taken aback by that. And this is the thing, you can tell they take pictures of these people all the time. Y'all, Ben Affleck was looking like miserable on some of the last photos that they had been taking of them. Like, just in random when the paparazzi was catching them, he just looked like he was absolutely miserable. And I'm like, baby, smile. Y'all men that don't be smiling in the pics, baby. It's just like, are you happy? Are you okay? Do you like her? Blink twice if you need somebody to help you escape. Like, I don't know. I hope that they can work it out. I was really, really saddened to hear that. I'm just like this. No, not for the second time. What? Okay. This story, I just thought that this was absolutely amazing. Hold on. Who is this commenting? What's up? Kim said Ben been trying to divorce Jennifer since the top of last year. Girl, wait a minute. What? Not since the top of last year. I wasn't ready. She said he been miserable looking for a while. Kim, when I tell you every single time that they would catch them, so not at like award shows or screenings or different things where they were walking the red carpet, but when they were catching them just like on the, oh yeah, we're on Rodeo Drive, we're on our way to Walmart, we're, yeah. He looked like he was upset. There was a couple times, I mean, they even caught some photos of them at some point last year where she looked like she was in tears. And the paparazzi has to stop. They do too damn much. They have to stop. They literally just was like all in this woman's face, and you could tell that she was going through something where, it was something catastrophic that had just happened to her. It looked pretty bad, and he's just sitting over there looking real smug. I don't like an unemotional man. Ugh. It's like, baby, do you have a feeling? Okay, what's up? And she said, based on his face, yes, girl, he looked absolutely miserable. So, okay, with this story, now, did y'all know that there was a 17-year-old that she from Chicago? Okay, she walked at her graduation ceremony at 17. She has already received her PhD. Okay, give it up. That's real Black girl magic. Real Black girl magic. I'm definitely going to be sharing that story on the Blueprint Media Company's page, so make sure that you all are following, because I just thought that was so great. I'm like, girl, 17 and you already got your degree. Okay. Now look, I'm not looking forward to this. Jesus. And I'm a little afraid. Realistically, y'all, Biden and Trump, they accepted CNN's invitation to do the debate on June 27th of this year. Y'all already know, if you got a show that's coming on the 27th, baby, they cutting all of that. They gonna make everybody watch the debate. That's the part that I hate. I'm like, not during election season. I don't like it. I don't want it. And it's just like the fact that they are letting this man, the fact that Trump has literally been fighting for his life, and they are going to let him run again. What? I just need to know, are our world leaders on drugs? Like, I have real questions that need real answers. I think that they're on something. Kim said, yes, baby girl. Yes, Trump daddy is back. If y'all let him get back in there, he better give us a damn stimmy. He better give us a stimmy. We need more stimmies. Now, you know the sad part. Now, let me tell y'all. Y'all know I don't really talk too much like politics and stuff like that. But I will say this. There were some things that, Trump had in place that I was just like this. I may be okay with this. I'm not opposed to this. Okay. Now that doesn't make me a full-blown Republican. And and shout out to, anyone that's a Republican. I respect everyone's personal book, things that they have going on. But when I tell y'all, people are not happy with Biden. They are not. Like, when I get on Twitter, I read some of the things that they say about him. And the people don't seem very happy. I don't know what's going to happen this election season. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know about you all, but I'm very concerned. Let's see. Auntie Tracy said orange face don't even like blacks. Yeah, this has been proven to be true. I mean, you know what? I will say this. There were people under his administration that definitely was able to benefit. I mean, veterans, people with disabilities. It's like, unless you are actually in that station of life, or someone intricately that would have been positively impacted, you wouldn't have known that there were different initiatives or things that were out there during his administration to help some of those people that he did serve. So while every time, like, I would watch the news or anything, there was always some shenanigans or different things going on, there were certain positives during his administration, unfortunately. Now, I'm no Candace Owens. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted tonight. Don't. I'm not advocating for it. You'll never see me with a Make America Great hat. But the facts are the facts, right? I mean, even when President Obama was in office, I have talked to people who were stone cold Republicans that absolutely hated the fact that President Obama was in office. And even they were able to agree that it's like, oh yeah, he actually put some things in place that helped me and my people, right? So I think that we can't be biased. We got to be honest, So, and yeah, y'all know I'm black as hell, so it don't get no better than that. So moving along. Okay, where are my people with the kids at? Where are the mommies and the daddies? Something that they should have done a long time ago, but they're just not doing it. Chuck E. Cheese is pulling the plug on animatronic on the robot band. They're not gonna have them. They're not gonna have them doing that stuff no more. I don't know about y'all, but I think that would scare the mess out of a child. To be a little freaked out, even as an adult. Favorite Gemini, you taking your babies to Chuck E. Cheese? Let's have a real conversation. I need to know who is taking their kids to Chuck E. Cheese. Kim is on the live. Kim used to take her people all the time. Take the babies to Chuck E. Cheese all the time. Okay. They pizza good. But they definitely should have cut that. They should have cut the robot band immediately. The way that you even used to come out, I'm like, whoa, intense. What is going on? I need to know. Kim said I haven't in like 4 years. Yes, it's been a while. It's been a while, sis. Okay, favorite Gemini said guilty. No more bands, sis. They not doing that for the kids no more. Understand? They're not doing it for the kids. So I don't know. She said I took y'all as kids. Tracy, I remember they used to come out like. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Tracy, it was even like that for me as a kid. I'm like, is something broken? Is it broken? Okay. Laura, what's up, girl? She said, "It's the hair for me." Hey, sis. Hey, girl. How you doing, baby? Yes, it's leather. It's I'm just in my zone. Okay. I'm in the mood. Cam said Anthony's third birthday party was at Chuck E. Cheese. Yes. Yes, ma'am. It was. What's up? Okay, y'all just comment. David, what's up? Tuning in from Cedar Hill. Come on now, Texas in the building. So just an update for you all. So if y'all go in, don't be looking for the performance from the robots, baby. It's not happening. They're not there. Okay, they're not there. Now, here's a story that I have for you all. How many Love is Blind people do I have that's tuning in with me tonight? Y'all watch Love is Blind on Netflix? Okay, well, I'm sure that you all remember on the most recent season, Clay and AD. Okay, they were a couple that they received a lot of publicity when when the season finale and those things came up because Clay played throughout the entire process. Okay, that man was playing, and when he got down to the when they got down to the actual ceremony to decide, were they going to take that step and go ahead and get married? after the Love is Blind process was completed, he decided to not marry AD. And he then, after the show, went on a spree of really coming at her character, essentially just saying that she was a sugar baby. That was what he was alleging at that particular point. Now, my story today, my story today in regards to that, because I had to give you a little bit of backstory in order to bring you up to date where things are now. So he is currently dating OnlyFans star Selena Powell. Selena Powell is she has been rumored to have been, I'm trying to find the words, you all. I was gonna say lady of the night. That's inappropriate. So what I'll say is this: she's been rumored to have been with a number of your favorite celebrities. Okay, and this is who he is booed up with after he dragged the hell out of this black woman. Okay, because let me be clear, Selena's not one of us, and that's okay. It's not a racial thing, but I cannot stand to see if you gonna drag your own. I don't get it. I don't get it. Kim said Clay asked. Clay was a mess. When I tell you he was the one that made me the most upset, I was like, I can't believe it. Lauren, she said, happy BP Thursday. Thank you, sis. And I appreciate you for tuning in. My girls be busy and they always tune in with me. David said, please be on the lookout for a new film coming soon called Otto, written and directed by Lamonte Hawley. Okay, it's a great film. Come on now and definitely share the link with me. Like David always be sharing all of the things that's going on with his people. So I appreciate you, David. Thank you so much for you tuning in with me all the time. Love you, man. Appreciate it. Kim, let me jump into her comment. Selena Powell actually just fake broke up with him online like an hour or so ago. So it was all a publicity, in my opinion. Girl, shut up. Not I didn't get the download. Kim be coming with she be coming with the T2, y'all. 100%. And my whole thing is, dude, what? You really, so you walked away and didn't want to get married or whatever. Oh, and that's fine, right? You didn't want to be in a relationship with someone that you was, you assumed because he couldn't verify where her money came from. And it's just like, boy, with all the games that you playing, ain't nobody had to verify nothing with you. Fool. But needless to say, you do that to go with somebody that is a verified. Moving along. Okay. How many people were excited? Oh, wait, David, you said you in the film too? David said, I'm in the Lamonte Howley film too. Okay, come on now. You better make sure you send me the details so we can check you out, bro, for real. How many people were excited when Mary J. Blige said that she was releasing a boot line? Me. How many people didn't know that it was going to be worth a couple car notes? She teamed up with Giuseppe, and her boots sold out in one day. So I'm happy for Mary J. Blige. That is a hell of a combination. Is it bad that I wanted her to potentially team up with like a Shoe Dazzle or something like that? A Zara, Akira, Shein. Shein. Fashion Nova. I was hoping it would be a collection that would be affordable. Because that ain't it's not affordable right now. Let me say now we are trying to get on the rise. We're buying a pair of Mary J. Blige and Giuseppe boots that'll just be like, oh yeah, I went to the mall this weekend and I picked up a pair of boots. Giuseppe. Like we all aspire to be at that place of life. But when I heard the announcement, before I knew the details as far as like who is she teaming up with or whatever the case is, all I read was Mary J. Blige, who her boots have been off the chain for years and years and years and years and years. The only thing I knew was that I wanted to make sure that I had signed up or did whatever I need to do, subscribe, whatever I needed to do to be the first in line for those boots. Baby, don't nobody have $800 or more for no damn boots for one pair. At least not, the people that be rocking with her. But get your money, Mary J. Blige, because at the end of the day, Mary J. Blige has been through some things. Understand, that woman deserves everything that's for her. She deserves it. Okay, she deserves it all. She said, "I'm looking for you." Okay, all of y'all was excited. Okay, let's see. She said, "When did they go on sale?" Hold on. What day did they go on sale? It was sometime this week, Auntie Tracy, but it sold out in one day. Literally all of the boots. The ones when I went to look to see what they had listed, even after they were sold out, I think the cheapest pair was around $800. $800 for the boots, Kim said heavy on the collab with Shoe Dazzle. Sis, like when I tell you I'm like this, it's gotta be Fashion Nova or something. I was like, well, I'm like, I'll have to get with her once the girlies recognize, and they go and get their boots first. Then, you come back around once they, get the second batch going. Because different things, if she would have released it with Fashion Nova, she would have doubly sold out. Every girl in America would have been rocking some Mary J. Blige boots. I would have been like, dun, 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 dun. Okay. All I really want. that would have been me. When I tell you, I'm like, swipe it. Take my card, baby. I need them Mary J. Blige boots tonight. Okay? Tonight. Yes, Auntie Tracy. OMG. 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 She said, well, they price like red bottoms. Yeah. See, another something that I don't own it at this moment, but I know it's coming. It's coming. Now, the last story, I know that we haven't talked about it in a while because thank goodness it hasn't been crazy like how it used to be, but COVID-19. Now, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has released a warning for people not to use the COVID tests that were manufactured and sent out by Q Health. Okay, so if you are in possession of COVID-19 tests from Q Health, they are saying that, go ahead and get rid of those. Okay. They were manufactured, and what they found was that they had changed a version with those that were released that it reduced the reliability of the results. Okay. So if you have any of those in your home, whether they were sent out to you by the government, or if it was through like a Walgreens or something like that, they are saying to get rid of those. Don't rely on them. It's not real. Okay. And that is not fake news. That is from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Okay. That's all I have for you for tonight's What Would You Do? What's happening and what's up? I have to take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's topic. Okay. And I feel like we got to talk about what were some major turning points for you. Okay. Time to pay some bills. I'll be right back. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everyone, to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, if you haven't already, make sure that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms, okay? And make sure that you are following my sponsors for tonight as well as my radio partners, okay? Now, tonight's topic: what was a major turning point in your life? Now, I'll go ahead. I want to kick off the conversation, but please feel free in the comments. I want you all to share your turning points in your life too. So I'm going to break it down. I feel like let's do, for me, I'll do personal, business, and professional. Ooh, okay. Let's kick off the personal first. So, definitely. And I mean, if you have been supporting me since day one, y'all know I've been talking to y'all about this from day one because it's something that I live through every day. But definitely the personal turning point in my life for sure was definitely losing my mom. Okay. And don't worry, we're not gonna cry tonight. MzMetchi is not crying tonight. God dog, I didn't no more drama in my life. Okay. But that was a turning point for me in my life because you know what? I tell you all the time, if your parents have made an impact in your life, they are there, they are with you every step of the way. You know that your parents are like your compass, right? They are your compass. And when with her and I being so close, when she was gone, um it was a turning point for me because it was just like, your mom, oh my gosh, if y'all like have a relationship with your mom, that your mom is your sounding board. They are the person where it's just like this, girl, let me tell you. And like when as I got older with my mom, we were so close. So close, talked about everything. There was nothing that I could not talk to her about. And with losing her, I had to find my own way. I had to, there was no one, but of course I had my dad and everything, but y'all know it's different. You talk to your mom, you talk to her about girl stuff and different things. And when I did not have that sounding board, I didn't have that person to just kind of like really go to like that. I had to learn to find my way. I had to learn to be comfortable because I don't know about y'all. How many people you will literally call your mom or you call your dad and it's something going on or you got a decision you got to make and you call them like boop boop boop, let me give you the details, let me and they help you kind of sort those things out. It was a turning point for me because I had to learn to really do that for self because you kind of feel a little out there after the loss of a parent. It's just like, whoa, like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to feel at this particular moment? So I would have to say for me that was my turning point as far as personally. It changed my entire life. It still has an impact on me. Like when I tell you, I don't know why every year or around like, so it's always my mom's birthday, my birthday, Mother's Day. Now I was actually born on Mother's Day, so sometimes since she's been gone, it has fallen on my birthday and I'm just like I'm literally sitting there like happy, sad, all of these different things. And um this year with Mother's Day, it hit a little bit different. It hit a little bit different. um because naturally it's just like going through different things, not having her. Auntie Tracy, I know you feel me on this. I know you feel me on this. Not having her, dealing with my own things, because y'all know I've been very transparent on the show. I have no problem with sharing and with those things, but even just with my own battles of even trying to become a mother, you know what I'm saying? That it hit a little bit different this year. And it being right after my birthday, of course, it was just so many different feelings that were coming in. So I would have to say that is something that it impacted me back in October of 2011, and it still heavily has an impact on me in the present day. Okay, so that's the personal. We ain't gonna delve because I told y'all I'm like we ain't crying tonight. It's good vibes only. We keeping it lifted up. But on a professional tip, the turning point for me on a professional tip, y'all, was when I got let go. I got fired, y'all. I got fired from Bank of America with a funky ass. Okay. When I got let go, that was a turning point for me, because let me tell you, I have the type of person that I am. I like to achieve and be the best at everything that I do, right? Like I'm always trying to level up, okay? And I had done so much. I had made such a great impact when I was there. So when they let me go and it was over, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, y'all letting your girl go? I recognized how much I would heavily put my livelihood into a 9 to 5. I did. I was totally like this. This is where I'm getting my money. This is my well-being. This is my life. And the reality of it was that was a turning point for me, because it was definitely an eye opener. It was an eye opener to the fact that I could no longer put all of my eggs in a basket for one source of income. It shifted my mindset, and it was a turning point in my life that I knew that in order for me to go to the levels that I wanted to go to, I not only had to do more, but I had to learn to get money and to sustain outside of the 9 to 5 life, outside of it. And my auntie Tracy is on here. Oh, girl, when I tell you my auntie Tracy, she said it's a hard pill to swallow. Absolutely, absolutely. Hugs. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. My auntie Tracy, I call her. And you know what? I'm so thankful, because even though I know I told y'all with my first point that I lost my mom, I still am so blessed to have not one but two aunties that have been supportive to me, and they have been the motherly figures in my life. You know what I'm saying? And when I got fired, I'll never forget, I was taking a train at that time. And oh my God, I called my auntie Tracy. And I was just on the train, y'all. I could not keep myself together. I'm like, how do I go back and tell my husband I done lost my job? We had just, oh my goodness. When that happened, he had just proposed. We had just set a date for our wedding. We had recently moved into our home. It hadn't even been a year. It had not even been a year since we moved in. And thank God they let me go when they did, because I was able to, we were able to get our house. But I could not keep myself together. I'm just like, what am I going to do? Why is this happening to me? Right. And my auntie Tracy told me even then, she's like, it's going to be okay. And she talked to me the whole way home. But I was in tears. But I told myself, I sat around after I got fired that time. I sat around for probably like a week. I was like, I can't even think right now. I sat around for about a week, and I got myself together. But that was a turning point for me. I needed to sit and I needed to soak, because what I did was that I came back with a different level of fire, right? A different level of fire. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to get another job. I'm going to plan this wedding, and then I am going to start a business, right? And then I took the time and I planned the wedding. I had gotten another job. Y'all, I was only off, when I tell you God is good, because I was off and I ended up getting hired within 2.5 weeks after they had let me go. Okay. So God is good, and he is still, he will provide at all times. I don't care if I got any non-believers that's tuning in with me tonight. It's okay. That's okay. I don't know about you, but I know what God did for me. Okay. At that time. But when I came back from that particular setback, I was a completely different person. Completely different. Okay. Completely different. So that was that. And Auntie Tracy, she said, when God closes one door, he opens up another one. And when I tell you, he opened them quick too. Sometimes he already have it there. He already have it there. You thinking it's like one of them doors, it's a little revolving. He knew what it was. He knew what it was. Kim said, amen. And she said, that's right. I knew you could do it, girl. For real. Amen. Okay, y'all better come on. We look. Okay, y'all know. Look, we'll break into a praise break real quick. Okay, let's get our Kirk Franklin out. Auntie Tracy said, say it again. 2 weeks. Baby, God just ordered your steps. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Auntie Tracy. Yes, he did. And speaking of which, so the turning point business-wise, because I want to close it out with that, because I want to open the floor for y'all, because y'all comment, but y'all ain't dropped what y'all turning point was. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. But the turning point for me in business, and I know she's not on the live right now, but my girl Whitney. When I tell y'all this, Whitney, my girl Whitney, shout out to her. She's a coach, she's a mommy, she's a business owner, project manager. She is absolutely amazing. I tell her in my mind, and I told her, I was like, in my mind, since the day that I met her, I'm like, that is my big sister in my head. She's only like a year older than me, but when I tell you, that's my sis. And I was at a point in my business where I was doing, of course, I had the radio show. I had recently stepped away from the event planning business because, baby, I would never do that again. No, I I only do event planning for corporate stuff now. Okay, because I recognize a lot of the personal events, the people don't have enough to pay me. Okay, but corporate does. So we keep it on that note. But I remember being at a place where I wanted to. I was all over the place. Let me just be honest. I was in the midst of trying to launch. MzMetchi has always been my nickname. It's always been that. But I was in the midst of trying to branch into really establishing the MzMetchi brand, while also figuring out how do I take the Blueprint radio at the time and expand. How do I expand it? What do I need to do? And Whitney and I went to dinner at Miller's Ale House in Orland, and we sat there. And at first we were just having girl talk, like just like normal, because that's my girl. We were having girl talk, but when it came down to talking about the business aspect of things, I kid you not, I still, and it's somewhere in my studio, but I still have the napkin, because again, we weren't there for a business meeting. We were just there, just meeting as girlfriends. But I have this napkin where she literally talked to me, and I spelled out the things that I was trying to do and where I was trying to go. And she literally gave me what I'm going to go ahead and say, not to be cliche tonight, a blueprint, right? She gave me a blueprint that of what I could do for my business. And because I was all over the place, I wasn't really getting a lot done. I wasn't really getting a lot accomplished. But that night, after I did that, I closed out on some things. I started condensing some things, and I have been able to successfully since then manage the MzMetchi brand while also building my media company. So that was a turning point for me, because I knew for me that there was so much that I wanted to do, but I wasn't organized at that time. I was not organized. And my scalability, I wasn't going to be able to do anything at the rate that I was going. I was doing a lot, but not doing anything at the same time. And it's very possible for you to do that. So I'm going to have to say that was the turning point for me in business. Okay. But let me get into these comments. David, he said the turning point was the first time my kids wait, hold on. I'm gonna start over. The turning point was the first time my kids see their father being a man, complete with flaws, unfulfilled dreams. They learn from me, but don't let history repeat after me. I'm sorry if I probably chopped and screwed all of that. But it sounds like that from what you said, and tell me if I'm wrong, David, that the turning point for you was them being able to kind of like really just see like your humanity, okay, and the things that you had going through. Let me know if I'm on the right track. But that's definitely a turning point, because how many people, though, we look at our parents, and again, we're not, I know some people have different adverse relationships with their loved ones, so we want to acknowledge that. But I don't know, for me, I looked at my parents, and I still do to an extent. They were like little mini superheroes, and I love the fact now. I'm so thankful. Oh my God, my dad was on the live earlier, but I'm so thankful that I have my dad, and he cooler than the other side of the pillow. He really is. Like, when I tell you, and my dad would always tell my sister and I when we were younger, he like, y'all, you could talk to me about anything and all this other stuff. And back then we did not utilize that as much as we should have. Let me be clear. But as I've gotten older, and as life has been lifing, my dad is that person. And what I've learned over the years is that this superhero type of thing that I thought about them, and I still do, right? I still do. Let me be clear. As I've gotten to learn more about his life, and I've gotten to learn more about his experience, and even learn more about some of the things that he shared as far as that him and my mom went through back in the day when they were my age, it it reminded me that I'm just like this. While I know that they are like superheroes because they're awesome or whatever the case is, they are human too. They make mistakes. They don't always get it right. Okay. Um, they make left turns like anybody else, right? So, David, I love that. He said, yes, that's right. I want to make sure I got your point right, David. Look, I would never try to paraphrase and not get it right. But I love that, David, because you know what? Your kids, and y'all got to see his kids. David has a beautiful family. Shout out to him and Mrs. Burns. It is important for them to see that you, outside of being an authoritative parent and making sure they get back and forth to school and everything, that you are a human too. So I love that. I'm so glad that you felt the need to reveal that, because a lot of the times you'll find that some parents, they just kind of stay in that role of do this, da 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 da, that their kids never get to really see the other side, right? They don't. Favorite Gemini added, God said that you will become pregnant and fulfill the joy of motherhood. Keep pushing and staying focused. This is your season. Ma'am, you better speak that over me. Received. And baby, you know what? Look, I don't know how it's going to happen, but it will. It will. It will. Okay. I received that. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Sing it. We got the victory. We got it. Okay. I received that 100%. And you know what? When we go through things in life, it is it's hard, y'all. I mean, I tell you what, in full transparency, y'all know my birthday was last week, and when I went to the spa, I had a lot of time to really just, kind of just decompress, which is something that MzMetchi is still trying to still trying to adapt to. But I had some time to just decompress and to think. And I thought about where I was last year. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta keep it real. I can't lie to you. Last year around this time was a very difficult place. It was a difficult time for me. I had just, found out my fertility journey had came to a very abrupt end. It was just like, stop, stop, wait a minute, and it was a lot. And I was healing from my surgery and really trying to get my mind right, because I was trying to figure out how had I been on a journey for 3 years, and then how did it not only stop, but I came out with the diagnosis. I mean, y'all know I've even shared my story about having stage 4 endometriosis, like just different things. Like I struggled last year with, did I want to share that? Like I come and I try to give y'all the real, but it was like, could I even do it? And y'all know them first couple shows when I came back, MzMetchi was tender. Baby, I was chicken tender out here. Okay. I really, really was. And my Lord, those turning points are needed, right? Like I needed to have been on the journey that I was on, as far as trying to start a family, to end up learning more about the things that I had been dealing with that I didn't even know. They were absolutely necessary. And when we're going through our trials and tribulations, it can be very difficult at times to digest. I mean, to be honest, last year, I tell you what, I would get up when I was recovering, and they went in, the surgery that I had, I had marks on my stomach. I joke with Kim. Kim be telling me to stop. I'm like, girl, I'm like, the stomach marked up like the subway in Harlem. Let's get it. And I remember looking at those scars and looking at it healing up and everything, and just feeling like an immense amount of loss, right? Like, just every day I would get up and I would look at it, and I'm just like, I cannot believe that this happened to me. I can't. And I took footage because I wanted to try to, like, potentially blog about my experience, because one thing that I was finding that after I got diagnosed with the endometriosis, there weren't really a lot of people like me that were talking about it that openly like that. I saw white women, I saw Hispanic women, I saw Asian women, I saw everything, and I was like, I gotta talk about this. Somebody has to talk about these things that are going on. And I just remember being at a place where I was just like, Lord, what do I say? I feel broken right now. I would look at my stomach every day like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's sugar honey iced tea. And when I tell you it was a turning point, definitely, because when I finally started to feel better and I got myself back together, I'm like, okay, Lord, I think I know what you want me to do. I think that there can be a lot of greatness that can come from the sorrows, right? I was able to talk about my experience and help other women. And I'm keying in on things, and I'm able to tell other women how they can advocate for themselves and what they can do, and different insurance loopholes and all of that other stuff. God gives you your testimony, not just for you, but for others, right? And when I recognized that, oh my gosh, it changed again. That was the turning point where I was just like, this story and what I'm going through, although it's dark, it's deep, it hurts like hell. Okay. It was my experience, but it wasn't just for me to go through. It was for me to go and pull somebody else along too. And I've been able, I'm like, I want to be an advocate. I want to talk more about it. Now I know how to stand up for myself with healthcare, because the reality of it is, they had done, my old people had did me a disservice. The old office that I was going to, it was a disservice. I complained about things for years and they did not listen. I now know how to go up in there and raise some hell if they're not doing for me what I need to do. I know that if I'm talking to another woman and she says that she has a problem and they sent her away and they sent her home, I tell her ass to go back. Okay. So when you go through things and it's a turning point, it's your testimony, but it helps you, but it can also help somebody else. Okay. And that's just what I want to leave y'all with. Kim said it's going to be twins. Girl, stop. I told your ass stop saying it. I told you to stop saying it. When we come back, I am going to give you all tonight's quote. Okay. Come on, Auntie Tracy. Wait a minute. This is my favorite phrase that you say. She said, one person's journey can become someone else's treasure. Absolutely. And certainly the things that I've been through, it has helped me to be a blessing to others. Okay. So I want to leave you all with that. I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to hop into the quote of the night and close this thing on out. Be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back, everyone. Okay, look, I told y'all we was gonna go there. Great topic tonight. Great chat. Okay, now the quote of the night, I felt like that this one was in perfect alignment with tonight's topic. Wait, what are you all saying over here in the comments? Y'all know I don't like to miss y'all comments on the show. Let me see. Favorite Gemini, she said, you're definitely a blessing to another. Your testimony will only make you stronger and determined. Don't let nothing or nobody stand in your way. You are a diamond. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I receive all of that, girl. You just, my Lord. Okay. Received. Okay. And I want to share this one with you all, and hopefully this can be a blessing to you. It's short, so take it in. Embrace uncertainty. Some of the most beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later. Somebody out there is going through some things right now. It's true. You're going through some things. Raise your hand if you're going through some things, okay? Embrace it. As hard as it is, embrace it. Fully immerse yourself in it, okay? Because it may not have a title until much later. There are some chapters even in my life right now that are currently being written. And it's hey, we all go through things, right? And I know, while I may not know what the conclusion is, I don't know what the wrap up is going to be. What's the outro? I don't know, right? But I am embracing it and taking my time, right? You know, because some things can't be rushed, whether if it's a decision, you know, a move, whatever it may be, right? And I'm just embracing writing this particular chapter, however it ends up. Okay. However it ends up. Kim said, embrace, baby. Yes. The truth. Come on now, Tracy. Yeah. Come on now, Gemini. We all going through some things. Can't raise our hands, baby. We got things going on. Okay. And that's all right. That's all right. It may not have a title until much later, and that is okay. Okay. I love y'all for real. I love y'all down real bad. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. No. We went there this week, but I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms, and definitely make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi, everywhere. Literally just type it in at the BP Media Co. or MzMetchi, and we pop right up. Okay. I want to thank my amazing sponsors. Shout out to Live Long Health. Remember to use promo code Blueprint if you want to get a discount on your services with them. Okay. Tell Diamond that MzMetchi sent you. Okay. Shout out to Paris Ice Bar, Black Dollar Days, and Fiya Infusions. And of course, special thank you to my amazing radio partners, where you can catch the Blueprint live every Sunday. Okay. Shout out to Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. Okay. Next week, I am back with special guest Portia London. Okay. She came on the show before, but next week, she has a personal testimony that she is ready to share. And I'm really excited to bring her back and to just kind of get the latest on what's going on. And also just, introduce her to anyone that did not catch her interview last time, as well as, have her share her personal testimony to help all of those that tune in. Okay. Let me see what's going on in the comments. What y'all talking about over here before we head out? Okay. Yes. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. If you want to advertise with me, make sure that you visit the bpmediaco.com or MzMetchi.com. I have information on both websites. And I love y'all. Like, I got some updates of things that I'll be embarking on and taking part in for next month that I'm super excited about. Definitely some times for us to get out, network, talk with one another, fellowship together. So please be on the lookout for those announcements if you have not followed me yet. And like I said, I opened up tonight with Cottage Grove by my boys Shies Up. So y'all make sure that y'all get in tune with them. The highlights of the High Life is out right now. Okay. Get in tune with my boys. And I love y'all. Until next week. Bye.